Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel if it's your first time. My name is Mariah Baca, but you can call me Little Versace. If it is your first time, can you please like, share, subscribe, and go look at all my other videos. Turn on your post notifications. Go like them, go comment on them, go watch them, guys. Get to know me a little bit more. If you've watched my videos before and you're coming back, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Like, you literally don't know how much that means to me, that you care that much, like, to continue to watch me. Like, that literally means the world to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you that views this. Today, guys, I'm gonna be telling a story. The summer coming into my freshman year, so at this time I was 14 years old, and I met this guy that had just graduated high school. So he was a lot older than me, you know. He was obviously over 18 or 18, maybe 19, I don't really remember, but at this time I was 14, so obviously it was a little weird, you know. I was pretty fucking popular and bad, I guess you could say, for being a freshman. And also my boyfriend that I had dated, my first love, I was a freshman and he was a senior, so like it wasn't really anything new. Like, if anything, it would be weird for me to talk to somebody younger than me, you know. For the specific person, I'm gonna give him the name Walter, just because I don't want to give out real names, you know, that's just weird. I met Walter and me and him had started talking and stuff and hanging out. No one ever really approved of this because, you know, he was a lot older, and it was obviously this guy was not gonna take me serious. Obviously this guy, like, was just another joke. You know, it didn't really matter to me because at this time, like, I was like not really giving a fuck either, because I had like my own clout, and so I was doing me, and like, you know, it was just like a benefit to me that like this guy cared about me, you know. It just made me look good or cool or whatever you could say, because this guy was really fucking popular at the time too. So like, if anything, it just helped my like ego, I guess. Walter had a younger brother that was a year older than me, so like he was in my age range, you know, more than what Walter was. Well, I had knew this guy, so let's call him Christopher. I had knew Christopher before I knew Walter because, you know, like I said, he was in the same age around me, so like obviously, you know, I knew him before that. And I had always knew that Christopher had a thing for me because he had tried to talk to me like a few times before, and like, I don't know why, I just wasn't ever really interested. And like, it's really weird because he was always good looking, like he was always really good looking and stuff, but I don't know, I just, you know, you just, when you just aren't interested, you just aren't. So it never really mattered to me that he cared, like, that he thought I was cute or whatever, you know. So when I started talking to Walter, you know, Christopher, you could obviously tell that he got a little like salty, upset, jealous, I don't know, but it was just weird. Like, you could always feel the tension. Like, he completely was just like weird, like it just was weird, you know. It was just a weird situation. When it comes to brothers, guys, like, I don't know, brothers literally have a thing for me, and it's like the weirdest thing ever, because like, what the fuck, why? Like, why? Like, why? Yeah, so Christopher, Walter, they're brothers, right? So then there's this other character, and let's call him Joe. So me and Joe were friends also, and Joe was the same age as Walter, so he was older also, you know. And me and Joe, like, I don't know, to me, I was being friendly, and like, yeah, I would flirt and stuff, but like, it wasn't anything ever too serious, like not enough for him to like act the way he acted this night, you know. I'm coming and stuff, I bring my cousin, she's from a different school and stuff, so we go with one of our good friends, Sebastian. Well, that's not his real name, but that's what we're gonna call him. He's older than us, so he has a car and stuff. So we all decide to go together to go eat, and then to go to homecoming together. And you know, yeah, when Sebastian comes to pick up me and my cousin, you know, since we were such good friends, he obviously knew my family and stuff. So like, he had my mom's number and my mom had his number, and like, you know, guys, I was 14 at the time. So when Sebastian came to pick up me and my cousin, like, my mom told Sebastian, like, okay, like, you know, what are you guys gonna do like after homecoming or whatever? And Sebastian, at the time, his dad was out of town, and I guess his dad allowed Sebastian to have, you know, a homecoming party after home. My mom that he was gonna have something, you know, and like, my mom was like, oh cool, like Mariah can go, but she needs to be home by like 12 or something like that, like something ridiculously early, you know. And like, which is reasonable for me being 14, but like, my head back then, I'm thinking like, oh fuck no, girlfriend, like I'm getting fucked up, it's my homecoming night, like please. But like, so yeah, so that's the deal, you know. I'm supposed to be home by 12. Homecoming, have a blast, you know, it's a good ass time. Homecoming's over, so everyone at homecoming, like all the cool kids, you know, all the poppin' kids, whatever, they all know about Sebastian's party. So literally everyone from homecoming goes to Sebastian's party after homecoming. My curfew's not up yet, so I'm still good, like I'm still having fun, blah blah blah. So Walter's there, Christopher's there, and Joe's there, right? They're all there. And you know, everything's fine, like, you know, everything's cool. Like, it's already time for me to go home. Like, it's my time's up, like my curfew's up, I need to be home. My cousin, we're not done having fun, so what do? We just don't answer. So, you know, my mom's literally blowing us up, my dad's blowing us up, and like it's literally to the point where like my mom is blowing me up so bad where like she's like saying like, who the fuck do you think you are, little girl, like blah blah blah, like it's that serious. And like it's so serious that my mom is literally calling Sebastian and like telling Sebastian like, where the fuck are you guys at, like going off, you know. And like Sebastian obviously has respect for my mom, so like Sebastian comes up to me and he's like, yo, like your mom, like what do I do? And I'm just like, oh, ignore her, like, you know, like don't worry about it, like I got it. And like, so, you know, I'm thinking that he's listening to me so that he doesn't reply or whatever. So, you know, the night goes on, you know, it's a good night. My mom's still blowing me up and I'm still not giving a fuck. Oh, okay, so then it comes to a certain point of the night where me and Walter go outside to the front yard to talk, because I don't know, I think like we had been on weird terms or something like that, so like we wanted to go talk. So we go in the front yard to go talk alone because no one was in the front and it was just me and him. So we're standing in the front yard and we're literally just having a conversation, like literally just talking. And all of a sudden, guys, as me and Walter are talking, Joe bursts out through the front door. And okay, so when I seen Joe the last time, he was in a button up, you know, he was dressed nice, like button up. When he came outside of the door, guys, he was in like a muscle shirt, you know, a white tee, whatever. And when he comes up to approach me and Walter, he tells Walter, what the fuck are you doing? And like Walter, me and Walter are like, we both are like, what? Like we're confused because we're like what? Like what? Like what are you talking about? Because I'm even confused, like, because I wasn't even sure like what he was trying to do. Like I didn't know he was trying to like be like, oh, what are you doing? Like, are you talking to my girl? Like I didn't even know it was like that. So I was kind of just thinking like, what? Like we were kind of just like, what? Like what? Like who are you talking to? And all of a sudden, Joe just rips off his tee, rips it off, like rips off his tee and pushes Walter. There's a bush behind Walter, so Walter falls into the bush. So Walter, okay, so like Walter's drunk, okay, falls in this bush, guys, and like it's like a funny moment to think about because like I wish I could go back and rewatch it because I would have totally laughed. But like in that moment I was just like what? Like what is going on? So, you know, Walter gets out of the bush, and then like by this time like everyone comes outside, like Joe's friends, to like get him, like, you know, because like he was trying to fight Walter and stuff. So Walter like gets up and like Walter doesn't even do anything. So like I'm just like, you're a bitch. Like they get Joe and they take him inside and they're like, yo, chill, like what the fuck is your problem? Like, you know, and like he's like complaining about me, like he's like, oh, like talking about me. And I'm just like so confused because I'm just like, dude, like literally what are you like complaining about? Like me and you literally aren't even shit. Like let's just be real. Like I text you, yeah, but like have I called you babe? Like I flirt with you maybe, but like guys just like, dude, in the two, I'm just like, okay bro, like you're 19, I'm 14, like you really come on, like. But you know, I guess I got the juice since I was 14. But get Joe inside, and you know, me and Walter, like we end up going inside, like because we're just so confused. And like obviously we're gonna let the party still go on, like whatever, okay, Joe's tripping, like let him trip. We go inside and like Joe is still running his mouth, he still wants to fight Walter, he's still trying to go at Walter, whatever. So then, you know, Christopher ends up coming downstairs because he hears what's going on. He hears his older brother like arguing with someone, so obviously he's gonna come like defend him. When Christopher comes down, you know, one thing leads to another, and like obviously a a fight breaks out. So, you know, all three of them are fighting. Like, it looks like Walter and Christopher are teaming up on Joe. And then, like, all of a sudden, Joe is away from the situation, and then it's Walter versus Christopher. And once so then all of a sudden the brothers are fighting and everyone is freaking out. You know, the stairs of Sebastian's dad's house that he had just like built in are fucked up because they fall, and like it's wood, so they break and shit, and like it's just like getting intense, you know. And so then like literally as like this fight is finally breaking up between the two brothers, all of a sudden, guys, my dad walks in the front door. My dad, yes, my dad walks in the front door, and he sees me, and he literally grabs me and he slaps me, like, in front of everyone. Like, I am not even joking, like, dead ass, like, embarrassed my ass, like, literally like the fucking movies. I deserved it, so like I can't even say anything. So, you know, my dad gets me, he's like, okay, where's Jazzy, like, where's my cousin, you know, because he knew that she was with us. Cousin goes into hiding, and I don't know why, because she literally thought that she was gonna like get away and like be able to stay out and party, which I don't understand why, because like, come on, if they came in for me, like they're gonna find you too, shorty. So obviously my dad finds my cousin, and I'm not sure if he slapped her too or he tried to, but I'm pretty sure he embarrassed her, because I by this time was already like gotta go, like, fuck that, bye. So yeah, I'm outside waiting, okay, and you know, waiting for my dad to find my cousin, whatever. So meanwhile, guys, my older sister, which is like 2-3 years older than me, she was living with me at this time, you know, and like my parents were really fucking strict on me. Like, they really tried to be strict on me during high school, and like obviously because I was young and stuff, but like they were just really strict, like they were super strict. So like sister, like that night she had lied and said that she was going out to her friend's house to stay the night, because in reality she was really going to come out and party with us, and that's really what she did. So she was at the party too, but my dad had no idea because he thought that she was at her friend's house. So when I'm outside and I'm getting into my dad's truck and stuff, my sister runs out and she runs into the truck, because obviously she has no other ride home, so she has no choice but to come home. When my dad finally finds my cousin and she gets into the truck, you know, my dad's going off on us, like telling us like all this fucked up shit. I think my cousin had a hickey, so like he was going off, calling her a whore and calling me a drunk ass, like just going off. And you know, he doesn't even realize that my sister's in the back seat too. So once he realizes that my sister's in the back seat too, he literally just loses his shit, and like that was it. Like, he just went off on all of us, and like we were basically all pretty fucked, and like I was honestly a little buzzed, and like I was 14 years old, guys. So yeah. And so we get home, whatever, you know, everyone's pissed at me from the party. You know, Sebastian's fucking pissed at me because he's literally blaming the whole situation on me, all because of Mariah and all this shit, when in reality it really wasn't even my fault, because all I did was have a conversation, and Joe got mad because Joe has feelings. But like bro, like you can't just always react out on your feelings. Like, come on, like, you know, what the fuck. I pretty much feel like shit, because like I honestly feel bad, but then like at the same time, like I'm in deep shit too. This morning, you know, my mom, I think she tried to take my phone that night, but like I've always, poor my mom, but I've always been a bitch with my mom. So like whenever she tries to get my phone, like I would never give it to her, which is really fucked up, but like she never got my phone. And so the next morning, you know, we wake up or whatever, and like my parents surprisingly have breakfast all made and shit, which is really weird, because like I thought we were gonna be in the fucking doghouse. So like we go out to have breakfast and stuff, and like, you know, my parents are pretty much laughing at the situation, which was pretty cool, because, you know, I was expecting like a totally completely different reaction, but like I guess they kind of understood, like, oh, well, I'm sure they did crazy shit too. I don't know. And then too, okay, so my dad says this. So we're at the breakfast table and we're eating, and like we're talking about the night. Like he literally says, like, he asked me, he's like, Mariah, he's like, who was that little boy crying on the couch? And guys, the little boy that crying on the couch he's talking about is Walter, because I told you guys Walter's little bitch. So like I guess he was fucking crying like after the whole fight, and like I'm telling you, this guy at this time is like, bro, he's like 5 years older than me, and I'm 14. So like dude, like the guys I messed with back in the days, like what is wrong with me? That was the time that 3 guys literally fought over me in one night, all fought each other. Like, it was just insane. And like, honestly, what can you do when you have the sauce? Like, you know, it's not the first fight, it's not gonna be the last fight. Like, I see the craziest thing that I've seen, like, about guys, like, you know, like fighting over, not fighting, I don't know what they're fighting. Maybe they just wanted to beat each other up, or maybe it was that serious. I'm gonna put the link down below to still ask me questions in the description, because I'm gonna be filming that video in like probably 2 days. I have like a good amount of questions, but I want even more. Like, I want you guys to really get into thought. Like, think about what you want to know, like, from me. Like, anything you want, like, just think about it. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story. If you can, please like, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, go watch my other videos if you haven't already, go show your friends. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, seriously, I don't know, I hope you like this story. If not, I'm sorry. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a blessed day.